What's up, Stock Bros? It's Nick here, checking in to continue the thread on TFSAs. So if you guys haven't checked it out, Renan made a video on intro to taxes in Canada and the stock market, which did talk about the three types of accounts that we can find here. For example, in our Wealthsimple platform, that is the personal, RSP, and TFSA accounts. All of them come with their individual guidelines, especially when it comes to taxes. The RRSP and the TFSA ones are tax shelter accounts, as we were explaining in that video. The one that we're going to be focusing on today is the TFSA account, which stands for tax-free savings account. All right, and on this topic, I would recommend everyone to go ahead and check out the Wealthsimple TFSA rules that you need to know. This page actually breaks it down really nicely into those key elements for the TFSA and what to do and what not to do with that account when you are using it for the purposes of trading. But I guess first things first, we should define what a TFSA is. And a TFSA, or tax-free savings account, is a registered investment or savings account that allows for tax-free gains. The amount of money that can be contributed to a TFSA is limited each year, and a TFSA can be used for any savings, goal, or withdrawals that can be made tax-free. So what does all of this mean? So essentially, you have contribution rooms for your TFSA, which do change every year, but they normally stay around the $5,000 to $6,000 margin. You can actually go to the contributions page for the government of Canada and check out their contribution section for TFSA. And if we scroll all the way down, we can actually see summary of the these values and how they have changed since the TFSA model was introduced around 2009. So as we can see, these values have changed or have remained somewhat more stable, except for the 2015 one, where it actually went all the way to $10,000. I'm not sure why this was the case, but I'm pretty sure everyone enjoyed that. Now, it's worth mentioning that these values are cumulative. So it means that if you open your TFSA account a while ago, like me, and you haven't quite used it to its full potential, you would now have a pretty comfortable room. You can actually check what your contribution room is by going to my account for individuals. For the Canada Revenue Agency, the CRA, and you can actually quickly log in. So once you're in, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and then notice what your contribution room is for this year. So for example, for myself, for 2021, the contribution room is $65,000 or around. Now, something worth clarifying is understanding where this contribution is coming from, whether if it's coming from you as an individual or it's coming from a capital gain. So for this, I like to use an example. We're going to go ahead and come to this income tax calculator for BC. It's just a generic tax calculator. We're going to input a value of, let's say that you make $100,000 a year, and after taxes, your net pay is around $74,000 a year. So yourself as a contributor to your TFSA account, the money that you would be able to contribute would be coming from this amount here, from the net pay. So after everything's been taxed, then you can add contributions yourself to your TFSA. Now, on the investment side of things, or the trading side of things, let's say that you put $1,000 into your account, into your TFSA account, and you've been trading with it, and you grow that account to, you may pick some really good stocks and you grow that account to $50,000, $70,000, whatever it might be. That does not equate to your contribution room. So you can actually grow it as much as you want and withdraw from it as much as you want. And it does not affect that because this is coming from your capital gains. Now, having said this, there are some caveats when using TFSAs for the purposes of investment, more specifically in the area of trading. So if you're actually using your TFSA account for day trading, this could technically put your account under or classify it as a professional account, or using the account for professional trading, which means that the CRA could actually look into it and revoke the tax exemption rights or benefits to your account. So you definitely don't want to do that. I think, in having said that, this account is more suitable for people that are trying to do swing trades or trying to hold their positions for a bit more longer than just a day, such as day traders do. The second caveat in regards to the TFSA account is that if you're actually holding US stocks that yield out dividends, these dividends will actually be subject to a 15% withholding tax, which means that whatever value that you make on these dividends will actually be pre-taxed before it's given to you on your TFSA account. So for example, that's why Wealthsimple, when you're signing up for it, it does ask you to put information regarding your banking accounts, so that they can communicate and they can know that you are from Canada, and that if you are to hold any of these stocks with this dividends, that 15% value will be taken out before it's given to you, which at the same time it's kind of beneficial because you don't have to put anything on your tax slip, or you don't have to report it to the CRA, so it automatically comes out. Of course, it's not great if you're trying to grow your account, but it's something less to worry about when it comes to doing your taxes. All right, and the third caveat comes in regards to the way that investments can modify your contribution room. So this can actually go both ways. If you have let's say $10,000 of contribution room in your account, and you pick really great stocks, and you grow your account to $50,000 or $80,000, and you withdraw that amount, you've actually earned that room. So you can actually the next calendar year, when it comes in, you can recontribute this as well. But on this, the opposite is also true. If you pick a deplorable stocks and your account shrinks from $10,000 to $4,000 per se, and you withdraw this amount, your contribution room will also shrink along with that. So it's very unfortunate, but it does work in that way. However, I would say that the general idea for this is to make sure that you understand the difference between the contributions that you make yourself as an individual, and the contributions, or rather the value that's added to your TFSA portfolio, or the amounts that are found in your TFSA portfolio when your account has grown. All right, stock bros, that is all for this video on TFSAs. Next video, we're actually going to be talking about RSPs and what they mean. They are a little bit more complex because they do incur in the ways that you can report on your tax slip whenever you're reporting taxes at the beginning of the year. But that's something that we'll get into the next video. For the time being, don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep chatting in the room. We'll be making more videos to deliver to you. So yeah, have a good one.